What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and we won, I guess. I talked about yesterday a very troubling issue within some of the mods or admins at Reddit. Some of the systems that were put in place to protect certain people from criticism. And, well, that person has now been fired. I suppose that's a small win, but in their corporate response to everything, the absolute hilarity that I am about to share with you cannot be prefaced in a proper way. It cannot properly be conveyed to you just how much of a self-own this really is. So if you followed it yesterday, a person with very, 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 very bad people around them was given a position of power at Reddit. Then Reddit put together systems to protect them, to protect their information from being released. This person was a politician, a public figure with a very well-documented, just absolutely abhorrent history. Okay, this is somebody that sat at home while their dad did just unspeakable things. Enabled it, co-signed it, hired the guy to work on her political campaign. After that was brought to the attention, after some sunlight was shown on that, we've got an update. Reddit announcements. An update on the recent issues surrounding a Reddit employee. We would like to give you all an update on the recent issues that have transpired concerning a specific Reddit employee, as well as provide you with context and actions that we took to prevent doxing and mean words. As of today, the employee in question is no longer employed by Reddit. Let me be very clear with you, okay? I just want to drive this point home. By the way, if you haven't yet subscribed, there's a red subscribe button down below the video. Please do consider clicking that today. If you haven't left a like or a comment, that would be super awesome too. But let me be very, very, very clear. There is a 0% chance that Reddit didn't know about this person's history. 0%. I am not accepting that as a possibility at all. We're talking about the internet in 2021. We're talking about somebody who has had endless articles written about. A simple Google search would have unloaded a treasure trove of reasons that this person probably shouldn't be, lurking with control over Reddit users. We built a relationship with her first as a mod and then through her contractor work on RPAN. We did not adequately vet her background before formally hiring her. Are you crazy? Like, excuse me? Baking powder? Are you legitimately going to try and convince me that you knew this person as a mod, you knew who they were, you never Googled anything about them, and then you just didn't properly vet them before hiring them? Baloney. I'm about to prove that they knew. We've put significant effort into proving how we handle the sharing of personal information, and this employee was the subject of both mean words and sharing of personal information. So the fact that you knew people were critiquing this person or sharing their personal information means you knew what was on the other side of that, correct? In the actual critiques that this employee was getting was all the information you needed to know. So again, 0% chance you didn't know. There are two options. The first is that you knew and didn't care, chose to look the other way. And the second is that you endorsed that type of behavior. That you hired this person knowing full well their history, didn't care, or maybe even support it. That's your two options, Reddit. Which one do you want? On March 22nd, a news article about the employee was posted by a mod of UK politics. The article was removed and the submitter banned by the aforementioned rules. When contacted by the mods, we reviewed the case and reversed the mod. We've updated the rules, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, we got caught. Debate and criticism have always been and will be the central conversation on Reddit, including discussion of public figures and Reddit itself, as long as they aren't used for vehicles of mean words. I like how they're turning this person into the victim here. Won't somebody think about the P word's feelings? We care deeply for Reddit and appreciate that you do too. We understand the anger and confusion. Let's just take a look at some of the top replies. We did not adequately vet her background before formally hiring. Why? 31,000 upvotes. Since your vetting process is clearly flawed, will you now go back and re-vet all Reddit admins and mods who you already onboarded, in addition to those future ones incoming? That's a great question. I mean, if this one could slip through the cracks, which, again, I want to be very clear, my friends, didn't. This person didn't slip through the cracks. They knew who this person was and hired them anyway. Now, I understand that almost everyone, should have some sort of path to redemption. A world in which none exists is a bleak one indeed. But let's not pretend that they didn't know who this person was. And let's not act like this is just some automated system that ran amok and they just could not have possibly perceived it. Another top reply. You didn't Google their name first? On March 9th, we added extra protect. This is the point I'm making. We added extra protection for this employee, including actioning content that mentioned their name or shared personal information. Reply. So you knew about this for weeks and decided to keep them until it got big enough. Why are these extra protections for employees not extended to the moderators that make your site work? There's a thread on mod support with plenty of mods talking about having their information outed with little to nothing done about it. We will do better for you. Lamau, just like the last few times you guys all messed up. Given the great lengths you've gone to protect employees from mean words, then can we expect users and moderators to receive similar protection? No, I don't think so. We're not fooled. Here's a top reply. We're not fooled. You knew, but didn't care. I'd agree with that. You guys suck, Lamau. Doxed and mean words. You know, maybe you shouldn't have hired a literal monster as an employee. Maybe you should have done an actual check on your employee. I mean, adequately vet them. And then goes on to share with all sorts of stuff. Wait, so you all knew about this and did nothing? No, they did nothing. F off, LOL. This isn't even about an adequate vetting of a particular employee. This is about them knowing and looking the other way. Not just looking the other way, but putting systems in place to actively remove information about this person. Publicly available information. Think about that. This is your Silicon Valley oligarchs. There should be people whoever hired this person should be fired. Whoever instituted this system to protect them should be fired. And done so publicly. You don't need to put their names out there, I'm saying, but they should be fired. Everyone around this situation should be fired. Your HR people should be fired. And a full and adequate deep dive should be done into all of your employees, because there are lots of people that use Reddit, including people that aren't exactly that old. This is just completely messed up. This is kind of concerning. I know I'm free to leave the site, but this raises heavy concerns about the hiring practice. Furthermore, y'all tried to hide it. What else? Who else are you hiding? I think that is an adequate question to end this on. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.